from Dhaka, this is Tahmeena Nupur and you are watching the Assist News. The International Crimes Tribunal-1 has delivered the most consequential verdict in Bangladesh's modern history, and the interim government did it in only 11 months. Today, the tribunal convicted and sentenced ousted Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina and former Home Minister Asaduzzaman Kamal to death for crimes against humanity committed during the July Mass Uprising 2024, holding them guilty under the doctrine of superior command responsibility. The three-member panel led by Justice Golam Murtuja Mujumdar declared that the evidence was overwhelming, the chain of command undeniable, and the intent unmistakable. Former Inspector General of Police Chowdhury Abdullah Al-Mamun was also found guilty but received a lenient sentence of 5 years imprisonment after fully cooperating with investigators and providing a complete disclosure as an approver. With this verdict, the tribunal has ended one of the darkest chapters in Bangladesh's history, but the road to this moment began much earlier. For 15 and a half years long, Sheikh Hasina ruled Bangladesh not with justice but with fear. Opposition voices were crushed, critics disappeared, elections became a formality. People were taken in broad daylight, tortured in secret prisons like Ainakor. Journalists, students, ordinary citizens, anyone who dared to talk were silenced. This was not democracy, this was dictatorship wearing the mask of democracy. And after the 5th of August uprising, one question echoed across Bangladesh and beyond. When will Sheikh Hasina be held accountable for her crimes both during the July uprising and throughout the Awami League regime? Since 5th of August 2024, the interim government has made one priority absolutely clear: bring Sheikh Hasina back from India and put her on trial. According to a report from the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights, 1,400 people were killed and around 23,000 were injured during the July Mass Uprising 2024. It was a national tragedy that demanded justice. And to seek that justice, the interim government led by Professor Dr. Mohammad Yunus has taken major legal and administrative steps. ICT Chief Prosecutor Tajul Islam confirmed that the investigation will be continued, and if Sheikh Hasina refuses to return, the trial will proceed in absentia, and that happened. To restrict her movement, Sheikh Hasina's passport was cancelled in August 2024. Bangladesh formally asked India to return her under bilateral legal cooperation. And in April 2025, Bangladesh also requested Interpol to issue a red notice. Meanwhile, Sheikh Hasina faces separate corruption allegations linked to the Purvachal New Town project, where a Dhaka court issued arrest warrants for individuals tied to the Sheikh family. As part of the wider political reforms, the interim government also banned all activities of the Awami League under the Anti-Terrorism Act, a move aimed at ensuring neutrality while trials are ongoing. The ICT prosecution filed its first charge from the July uprising on May 25, 2025. Former DMP Commissioner Habibur Rahman and 7 policemen were charged over crimes against humanity in Chankharpur. And the Chankharpur investigation drew from months of work was 79 witness testimonies, 19 video clips, 11 newspaper reports, 2 audio files, 11 books and reports, and 6 death certificates. Then came the case against the highest level accused. On 1st June 2025, ICT-1 accepted formal charge sheet against Sheikh Hasina, former Home Minister Asaduzzaman Kamal, and former IGP Chowdhury Abdullah Al-Mamun. They are accused of committing crimes against humanity between 1st July and 5th August 2024. BTV broadcasted the charges live. The tribunal accepted 5 major charges against Sheikh Hasina. First charge, she incited crimes through provocative statement on 14 July, enabling murder, torture, and inhuman acts. The second charge was she ordered attacks using helicopters, drones, and lethal weapons. The third charge was the killing of the student Abu Said in front of Begum Rokeya University. The fourth charge was that 6 protesters were shot dead in Chankharpur on 5th August. And the fifth charge was 6 shot at the Ashulia police station, 5 bodies burned, and 1 while still alive. While former IGP Abdullah Al-Mamun was arrested, Sheikh Hasina and Kamal remained fugitives. Public notices were published summoning them to appear, but they did not. But the government didn't leave any loophole in the case. The government assigned a defense lawyer for Sheikh Hasina and Asaduzzaman Kamal as well. For 15 years, Bangladesh lived through one of the darkest chapters since independence. Thousands disappeared, many never returned. Bodies were dumped, tortured, mutilated. Secret detention centers operated in silence. Opposition leaders, journalists, students, no one was safe. One of the major complaints came from BNP leader Salahuddin Ahmed. On 3rd June 2025, he filed a case accusing 7 top officials, including Sheikh Hasina, of his enforced disappearance. He urged all victims to come forward, saying, "There will be trials for everything. These are our promises." Salahuddin Ahmed himself vanished in 2015 and resurfaced in India after months, unable to return home until 2024. On 16 June 2024, ICT1 published notices giving Sheikh Hasina and Asaduzzaman Kamal until 24 June to appear, but they didn't. On 19 June, the tribunal appointed amicus curiae in a contempt case involving an audio recording where Sheikh Hasina allegedly said, I quote, "There are 227 cases against me, so I now have a license to kill 227 people." ID quote. A government forensic report confirmed that the audio was authentic. When both failed to appear again, the tribunal appointed state defense lawyer and moved ahead. A total of 54 prosecution witnesses, including the father of July martyr Abu Sayyed, National Citizens Party convener Nahid Islam, and journalist Mahmudur Rahman testified in the case and were cross-examined by the defense. Now let's hear the evidence presented before the ICT in different forms. Digital and forensic evidence. Original copy of Sheikh Hasina's Ganabhavan press conference video from 14 July 2024. Voice recording obtained by the investigating officer from NTMC. Government forensic report confirming authenticity of that recording. BBC verification using the proprietary technology confirming the voice ordering lethal force. Bullets and pellets recovered from the bodies of martyrs and injured individuals. Video footages and photos from participants, eyewitnesses and media. Social media videos and images documenting attacks. For the official records, there were list of martyrs of the July Mass Uprising from the Ministry of Liberation War Affairs, gadget listing the injured, 10-volume list of martyrs titled Those Who Were Martyred in the Second Liberation, published by Jamaat-e-Islami. Police Headquarters and the Dhaka Metropolitan Police report stating 350,000 rounds were fired during the uprising. Air Force flight schedules confirming helicopter deployment, government order imposing curfew and shoot-on-sight directives. From the independent and international reports, there was United Nations report mentioning 1,400 killed and linking responsibility to Sheikh Hasina. Al Jazeera investigative report, Human Rights Watch report, documentary evidence from the International Truth and Justice Project. From the media reports and public statements, there were videos and newspaper reports containing inflammatory statements by Obaidul Qadir and other Awami League leaders, news articles and interviews from survivors, families, and injured protesters. Independent investigation documenting torture on students at Dhaka University, Chattogram University, Rajshahi University, Begum Rokeya University. From oral testimonies, there were students who began nationwide protests after Sheikh Hasina's inciting speech, victims who were blinded, disabled, or denied treatment, families of the martyrs, doctors who treated the injured and identified torture marks, experts, witnesses analyzing weapon use, crowd control violations, and the command responsibility. In an ironic twist of history, the very tribunal that Sheikh Hasina once created to try war criminals, the International Crimes Tribunal, the ICT, just tried her. Back in 2010, she set up the ICT to prosecute crimes from 1971. 15 years later, in 2025, the same tribunal opened an investigation into her own role in the killings, tortures, and attacks during the July 2024 uprising. That's all for today. For more videos, visit bssnews.net. Thanks for watching.